It has been 10 years since the death of American journalist James Foley.
He was working in Syria back in 2012, covering the country's civil war when he was kidnapped by ISIS. 2 years later, he was publicly executed by the terrorist group. In the years after his death, his mother, Diane, founded the nonprofit, the James Foley Legacy Foundation, whose mission is to advocate for the freedom of U.S. nationals wrongfully detained or held hostage abroad. Since then, more than 100 innocent U.S. nationals have come home.
She is now sharing her son's story and the impact he has had on the world in a new book she co-wrote with Colum McCann. It's called American Mother. Diane and Colum join us now. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
I can't imagine how emotional it is seeing, you know, what we're dealing with this parents talking to their son directly through social media, who is a hostage. What has all this brought up again for you?
It's opened up a world I was so unaware of. There are innocent Americans who are held captive around the world, targeted because we have a U.S. Passport, literally. And Hamas certainly is a terrorist group like ISIS, holding these innocent people like Hirsch, and but also countries like Russia, China, Iran. You know, so it's ongoing and it's very challenging. It's truly a national security threat in many ways. So I hope the book will bring awareness to the general public that fellow Americans are in this situation.
And does the book make an argument about what we should be doing compared to what we have done? I mean, there's an argument to be made when it's personal, and there's an argument to be made when it's not personal. What's the best strategy?
Well, I mean, the incredible thing that Diane did is that she decided to go in and talk to one of her son's killers. And we spent 3 days together in a Virginia courthouse, and she talked with him and communicated the story. And so for both of us, I feel it's about negotiation, it's about talking, it's about understanding.
Diane, talk about that. It's unbelievable that you sat across from one of your son's killers. What did you learn from that experience? And tell us why you wanted to do that.
Well, I knew Jim would have talked to him. Jim always believed in hearing another person's story, you know, and as a mom, I wanted him to hear who Jim was. So I really believe very strongly that we need to listen to one another so that we can kind of understand. That's why I feel we have a moral duty to do all we can as a nation to prioritize the return of innocent Americans. But at the same time, we must deter hostage taking, which can sometimes be in conflict.
What was it like? What did you learn from this man, though? Did he say anything?
He expressed remorse,
Okay.
Robin.
Yeah.
He did, and he will pay for the rest of his life for the choices he made. You know, so the whole thing was incredibly sad.
I bet.
But good. Healing in some ways, you know.
Colum,
accountability is important.
I find it interesting, as a writer, you deal in nonfiction and you've dealt in fiction. So what was your mission in communicating this story to people who most of us will never be in Diane's situation?
My mission was to be a ventriloquist for Diane's story. I think it's an incredible, almost mythical thing that, you know, her son dies, she goes and meets with her son's killer, but beyond that, it's really an optimistic story because she has changed the whole landscape of how we think about hostages, wrongfully detained people. All sorts of legislation has come in, and that's because Diane has been at the center of change. And the fact is that she creates the word possible within the supposedly impossible. It's an extraordinary story.
Is it true that you guys came together because, is there a picture of Jim reading one of your books when he was being held? Is that right?
No, it was before. Jim chose Colum because Jim loved good literature. And he was reading a book by Colum when he was embedded with in Afghanistan.
Wow.
And so when Jim was killed, friends sent that photo to Colum.
It was incredibly touching.
I bet. I bet. And what has changed? Is there now a point person for families if someone is kidnapped?
Yes.
That has changed because of you.
Well, because it's the legacy of 4 Americans died, were killed, and 3 British. So now we have a U.S. hostage enterprise that actually prioritizes the return of our citizens. However, it's still incredibly challenging to deal with people who take our people, Robin.
Yeah.
I mean, the people we have, but we must, at least we're trying to negotiate and work with people. At the same time, deter, make it hurt to take our people.
Well, it was great to
And
meet
so-
you. Thank you for sharing your story. Here's the book again. You can see Colin and Diane. They will be at the Seminary Co-op bookstore at noon, and Colin will be at the Barnes & Noble at Old Orchard tonight. For more information, go to jamesfoleyfoundation.org.
Thank you both for being with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you. Thank you both.